What in the world is going on in Formula One? The past 2 weeks have been F1 silly season, but not with drivers this time, with team principals. So let's take a look at the changes and see who the winners are and who are the losers. The big problem with the change is that no matter who comes in, they will always want to do things their way, right? That can take some time, which is why we often hear about the fact that there's a 2 or 3 year process to turn around a Formula One team. But some will not have that amount of time before they need to show progress to hold on to their jobs. So let's look at the changes in the order that the dominoes fell, a process that started at the end of last month, but that we might not have seen the end of yet. Frederick Vasseur's appointment as Ferrari team principal and general manager was only announced this week, but it all started out with Mattia Binotto's resignation at the end of November. And while it clearly took a while for Vasseur's deal to be sorted out, so there must have been other negotiations going on in the background, if these were for someone else and there would have been rumors about Jean Todt and Ross Brawn being approached, then it's never a good situation to start a new job as a second choice. But Freddie has been a favorite of Charles Leclerc from when they worked together in the past, and it's never a bad thing to have the support of your star driver. I'm not sure Vasseur is the best man for the job. It's not easy at Ferrari, and if you look at Alfa Romeo's performance over the past few seasons, it's been less than impressive and pretty underwhelming. Yes, there have always been reasons for everything, and it's seldom all down to one person, but the team stumbled along as the 22 season progressed without making much headway, a bit like Ferrari's season. After all, Alfa Romeo managed just 4 points in the last 13 races of the year, having scored 51 in the first 9. Next, let's take a look at Williams. Jost Capito and sidekick FX DeMaison, who he brought in as technical director, are both out. Given no immediate replacements have been announced, it looks like a breakdown in management direction between the team principal and the owners. When that happens, there's only one winner. Given both owner Dorlington Capital and Capito himself have talked about long-term plans and stability being the key to improve performance, these changes are clearly a big blow for Williams and its hopes for climbing from the back of the grid. But there's no real indication of who's going to replace him. In fact, it could be Binotto, who initially effectively covered both of those now vacant Williams positions at Ferrari when he was first promoted to the team principal. Binotto to Williams would surprise us, but you never know what kinds of promises team owners can make in times of desperation. However, it seems Binotto will be one with no chair to sit on when the music stops. As for who will be in the Williams hot seat next year, your guess is as good as mine. Next up is Sauber/Audi. With Vasseur out and Andreas Seidl in at Sauber, and on paper, this is probably the best of the changes, the biggest winner by far. It might be a couple of years of pain before we start to see the fruits of his involvement. Budget-wise, the team will be in its best financial position since way back in the BMW days. So it's all about making the right investments and recruitments to build up this team. And that's something Andreas Seidl has proven time and time again. Overall, I'm seeing this as a big win for Sauber and Audi, given Seidl is contracted to McLaren until the end of 2025. But they've been able to prize him out of his deal 3 years early. That will have a cost, money, or perhaps an Audi power unit deal further down the road, but either way, for Audi, it's money well spent. And last on the list is McLaren, many feeling that they are the biggest losers of all of this. With Andrea Stella being repositioned and in the team situation, promotion was its best choice, right? So Stella has many years of experience with McLaren and other teams as well. He's played a huge part in its plans to bring the team into the 21st century, so he knows exactly what the strategy is and how to continue it, which Zach Brown is pretty keen on. But even though he's got all of this experience and the team loves him and he knows the team already, a lot are left wondering if he's the right man for the job because he, in fact, has never been a team principal before. What other personnel changes are on the way? What do you guys see happening? Who's the biggest winner and who's the biggest loser? Let me know in the comments below, and until next time, don't forget to box for slicks.